Students, see page number 66. I am reading our remaining paragraph. What about the business classes? How did they relate to the civil disobedience movement? What about the business classes? So, we are reading about the merchants as well as the industrialists, why they joined in civil disobedience movement. During the First World War, Indian merchants and industrialists had made huge profits and become powerful. At the time of First World War, Indian merchants as well as the Indian industrialists, they earned lot of profits and they became powerful. Keen on expanding their business, keen means interested. They wanted to expand their business. They now reacted against colonial policies that restricted business activities. They wanted to oppose British policies, which we can say which create obstacles in their business. They wanted protection against imports of foreign goods, as well as they wanted to protection to their business. They wanted to stop imports of foreign goods and rupee sterling foreign exchange ratio that would discourage imports, as well as they wanted to oppose rupee sterling foreign exchange ratio, this policy also, which would discourage imports. To organize the business interest, they formed the Indian Industrial and Commercial Congress in 1920. So they, because of whatever they wanted, so that they established their own organization, the Indian Industrial and Commercial Congress in 1920, and the Federation of the Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industries in 1927. They established for their own business interests, led by the prominent industrialists. Now, their leader, prominent industrialist, famous industrialist, who were like Purushottama Das, Thakur Das, and G.D. Birla. The industrialists attacked colonial control over the Indian economy. Now they started to attack, they started to oppose British policies as well as their control over Indian economy, and supported the civil disobedience movement when it was first launched, when it was first time started by Mahatma Gandhi ji. So the business classes as well as the merchants and industrialists, they supported to it. They give financial assistance. Here assistance means help, and refused to buy or sell imported goods. They helped by giving money, we can say the financial help, as well as they refused to buy and sell imported goods, foreign goods. Most businessmen came to see Swaraj as a time when colonial restrictions on business would no longer exist. So, according to business classes, the meaning of Swaraj, it meant so no British restrictions, no colonial restrictions on business, as well as the freedom for their business activities, etc. Now listen carefully. Now, and industry would flourish without constraint. Constraint means restrictions. Now they wanted to develop their industry. They wanted to develop their business without any restrictions. So they thought that the meaning of Swaraj means this one. But after the failure of the round table conference, business groups were no longer uniformly enthusiastic. Now when round table conference was failed, so business classes also means merchants, industrialists also, they were also discouraged. They were apprehensive. Apprehensive means fear of the spread of militant activities. They were apprehensive means we can say they were thinking in their mind, we can see the fear about the military activities would happen, and worried about prolonged means long, continuous. Now worried about prolonged disruption. Disruption means disorder. Now they were worried about so disorder in societies, and because of the disorder, now economy again collapsed, as well as of the growing influence of socialism amongst the younger members of the Congress. Now as well as merchants and industrialists, business classes, now they were thinking about the socialism, growing socialism where amongst the younger members of the Congress, and it will affect over the economy as well as the business class. Now remaining paragraph we will read in next clip.